the story so far. Agent 47 and his handler Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. When all of their recent missions turn out to be contracts for a shadow client, things take an unexpected turn. All their targets have been operatives in an invisible organization known as Providence. Providence has infiltrated the highest echelons of power and secretly owns our world. The shadow client wages a silent war against them. And so the Constant, Providence's enigmatic controller, seeks Diana out. His request, track down and eliminate the shadow client. In return, he offers something irresistible. The truth of 47's lost origins. Neither know that the man they hunt is 47's childhood friend. And unlike 47, he remembers everything.
At the location. No hostile presence.
Understood. Alma Reynard's house is just up the beach. Our intel indicates that she and her team are laying low, most likely planning the militia's next strike.
Reynard is one of the Shadow Client's top lieutenants, and yet she's not a target.
Not yet, anyway. She's no doubt high on our client's list, but for now, it's information we seek. Infiltrate the house and get us a lead on the Shadow Client. Up for some B&E, 47.
On my way.
Good aim. Now, according to the local home security provider, the house is equipped with multiple cameras placed around the perimeter. I suggest you get rid of them, 47.
Found something. A file on Rupert Pierce, founder of Dynasty Global.
The world's largest internet retailer. If Pierce is a Providence operative, he's likely on the Shadow Client's hit list. But it's not what we came for. Keep looking, 47.
In Japan, Kronstadt Industries' much-hailed surgery robot, nicknamed the Spider...
47. That computer. See if you can't access it. Encrypted. Assuming there's a key, Reynard wouldn't just leave it lying around. Wait. According to the floor plan, the room you're in should be a lot bigger. There might be a concealed space behind the wall. Check for hidden panels, 47. Ah, thought so. This should be interesting. Nicely done, 47. Should allow you to move more freely. Here we go. For the office computer, no doubt. Appears Reynard's cell is launching another strike. Those are sewer maps of a residential area in Wellington. Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Our priority is the Shadow Client.
I'm in.
Hurry. I'm detecting movement up the road. A motorcade, possibly Reynard's.
Uploading the data.
Hold on. Receiving it now. Nothing on the Shadow client or the other cells. No names, no aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert Knox of Kronstadt Industries. And by the sound of it, he's a Providence operative.
A defector.
Well, well, well. Client won't like this one bit.
And you can't wait to tell him. They're back. Multiple hostiles.
I see them. Damn. Okay, we've got all we're going to get. Go to stage 247. Eliminate Reynard, and preferably without raising suspicion. One step ahead of the Shadow client for once. Let's keep it that way.
Ugh, thought this night would never end. What a snobfest. And I even missed out on the action.
I'm sorry you had to endure all that free champagne and cello music, Orson. What can I say? You really took one for the
Yeah,
team.
well, I say stick to what you know.
Lycanthropy across the multiverse, and save her new boyfriend Jared from the curse of the Bloodman. This is the first Cassandra Snow movie that is not based on the best-selling book by the late author Ray.
It's Orson. Orson.
Jared, terrace all clear.
Copy that. Do a sweep of the upstairs while you're at it.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So, you gonna tell me who it was we just kidnapped?
House guests of the PM. The wife and two daughters of one Lance Donovan, the VP of Dynasty Global.
The online retailer?
Uh-huh. Donovan is back in London, working. He should receive the pictures as we speak.
Ah, blackmail.
Donovan's boss, Dynasty's CEO Rupert Pierce, is a top Providence operative. But we can't get near him, so I decided to, well, do a bit of outsourcing. Oh, could you fix me a cup of tea?
Sure thing. You want sugar? Honey?
Sugar.
No problemo.
Mr. Donovan. Who I am is not important. You have seen the pictures, yes? Good. I will tell you exactly what to do. Do it swiftly and without question, and your wife and children go free, unharmed. Refuse or hesitate, and your family dies. Attempt to signal or warn anybody, and your family dies. Do we have terms? Not very convincing, Mr. Donovan. Take a deep breath. Morning, Jock. You will inform his guards that you are delivering an urgent message. You will approach Mr. Pierce, lure him close to the edge, and toss him off the building.
Hey, you want green tea or mango?
What do you think? You heard me, Mr. Donovan. The life of your boss has been you.
Kiora, Ari from Kiwi Repair here. Don't know when you folks are back in town, but give me a shout so I can swing by and fix that pesky bathroom ventilation system for you. I can't have the whole house smelling of nail polish now, can we? And anywho, like I said, just give me a shout. That's Ari, the
done?
repair
He
guy.
does.
And Mr. Donovan's wife and children?
The guys will let them go at the stroke of midnight, unless I say otherwise. Boss's orders. You know how squeamish he gets about collateral damage. Unbelievable.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this is bad. God, I feel sick.
What? Hey, you look sick. You should go see a doctor. Now.
Target down. Well done, 47. Now get off the property. The Mercs have discovered your boat, 47. They're on high alert, combing the beach for intruders. Proceed with caution. No way to get past them unnoticed. I suggest you cause a distraction, 47, and make it a loud one.
Oh shit.
Out.
A large crab, maybe?
Well, it's official. New Zealand paid off. The client has given us carte blanche. Hunt down the militia by any means necessary.
A week ago, Providence was a threat. How did you swing the board?
The board are practical people, 47. A blank check is hard to turn down. Besides, the Shadow Client's war on Providence is causing a global panic. Someone will need to stop the militia. Might as well be us.
And the man on the train? You never told them about his offer.
Taking a contract for personal gain is against ICA regulations.
Sodas would have been proud.
Is that a sense of humor, 47? Whatever next? Crying at the movies?
Why are you doing this?
I know what it's like to have everything taken from you. He claims to know about your past. Your childhood, your memories, everything Altmaier stole from you.
And you trust him?
About as far as I can throw him. But this is our best lead in 20 years. I say it's time we break a few rules. Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver, with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tunyan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Client's hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. Thousands of eager fans are gathered for the final laps of this unexpectedly close race. Sierra Knox is expertly piloting her red Kronstadt car. Her father, Robert Knox, roams the nearby expo building where Kronstadt is showcasing its new prototype car. The Kronstadt RK Mark III has seen fierce competition from the Chinese Kowloon Heavy Industries' new racer. Moses Lee, CEO of Kowloon, has taken a dominant lead and looks invincible. Sierra Knox will need to risk it all if she wants to win for the third year in a row. The stakes are as high as they can get.
Sir, I will have to pat you down if you want to come through.
How much time remaining? Don't worry, folks. Anything
This is
can
just
still
standard
happen.
procedure. Thank you.
Don't forget forget, the secret of endurance racing is to keep that car going until the end. This race is not over until the clock ticks down. Food stands right there, and then you have the Kronstadt base.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, will you look at that? There's no holding back out there. The battle for positions going on into that corner. Boy, oh boy, that's some great racing out there. Moses Lee is tearing up the track. This is different from Grand Prix in that it's all about which team.
Miller, I don't care about your problem, all right? I made it clear this morning. Things didn't change. I'd be off the Kronstadt team. Half an hour later, I have to listen to Knox berate my skills as a mechanic because the roll cage interferes with the radio signals from Sierra's suit. No more. I'm done. Yes, I know you're a man short now, and no, I don't give a rat's ass about it. I'll tell you this, honey. Double my sales for the entire week, and I'll come back in case Sierra decides to use that last pit stop. Well, if you decide otherwise, I'll be down by the paddock. Best of luck, Grace.
One of the Kronstadt pit crew has quit the team in protest, and Grace Miller, the ballbuster chief mechanic, is in critical need of a replacement. Why don't you step in and offer your services, 47? You're good with a wrench.
There is still plenty of time left, folks, and anything can happen. Don't forget, this race is all about getting some miles under the hood. It's as much about the car's stamina and technology as it is about the driver's talent.
Fix him up good now.
See the grip on these babies? It's just so strong. They drive straight up the wall.
Howdy, partner.
How's he doing?
No. But judging by the state of the car when they brought it back in, I'd say he's going to do it.
I heard a couple of the guys talking earlier. They said the car was behaving erratically that last lap before the accident. Do you think anyone, helped make the accident happen?
Wouldn't be the first time during these races. Remember 2 years ago when that driver from Eastern Europe got totally smashed? Someone had...
Okay, this is not good. But let's see where it leads to. She knows what she's doing.
Getting too close for comfort. Can't lose this again.
You're the junior slip wrench who got injured yesterday, right?
Suppose I am.
Great, this is your lucky day. Do well and there's a bonus in it, got it?
Got it.
All right, everyone, look alive and get to your stations. Sierra may come in for a last-minute pit stop, and I need you ready and able. You, rookie, get into position. Grab your preferred tool and be prepared. Today's your day to shine. Let's do this. John, it's great. Sierra's coming in. Everyone on your stations, now!
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
What the hell just happened? Sierra!
Oh my
god, oh my god, oh my god.
What?
Can you believe the nerve of that ticket cap?
Crap. Better? Yeah. Thanks. Doctor gave me some sort of vitamin hydration boost, normally reserved for the drivers. Fixed me right up. What?
It's me. I'm here now. Ready to meet up with Sierra Knox over at the hotel. Yeah, after the race. Go pick up the doctor.
That is Ted Mendez, one of the country's most influential military-grade moneymen. This must be connected to Kronstadt.
Phil, it's Ted here. Just returning your call before heading over to the expo building to meet Knox for the new combat android presentation. No, not yet. I'm letting him stew a little. Guy's a genius, and you know what they're like. Desperately lacking any discipline or respect for other people. Last time I tried to have a meeting with him, he had me sitting in a room for 4 hours before canceling. I'll head up when I feel like it. All right, I'll call you after the presentation. Speak then.
Ted Mendez, a defense funding consultant with the US military, is scheduled for a private demonstration of a new Kronstadt robotics project. Sounds like a way to get up close and personal with Robert Knox, 47.
Hey, big guy, get cracking.
Someone there? I wonder what that could be.
Mr. Mendez, good to see you, sir. The demonstration is scheduled to take place on the upper floors. Please feel free to use the stairs right over there.
How are you today, sir?
Mr. Mendez? Right this way, sir.
I've got to say, this robot is pretty impressive. Spec-wise, it's miles above anything I've seen pitched before. Not even the Chinese have anything as promising.
I don't know. I think it's a little too ambitious.
Collecting pictures of celebrity entrepreneurs now, 47? What are you thinking?
Ah, Ted, good to finally see you. Guess traffic was rough. Never mind. Let me show you everything. I'm gonna say something provocative now, Ted. War is going out of fashion. It's dirty. It's just plain bad PR. Nobody wants to exchange their children and loved ones for flags and medals anymore. The glory is gone, Ted. But, luckily, Kronstadt has a solution for that. Imagine this. Android infiltrators operating in the field, disguised and fully embedded, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Indestructible robotic operators who can infiltrate the deepest sanctuary of any adversary, striking an unseen fatal blow. A surgical tool for a blunt world. Imagine an army of them, fully equipped android medics, seeking out wounded servicemen and injured civilians, bringing them to safety, or patching them up then and there. Android pilots delivering payloads deep inside enemy territory with uncanny precision and minimal collateral damage. All right, Mendez, it's very straightforward. Let me show you. I just pick any of the pictures on the desk, then I use the scanner to upload the biometric data, and Palace will do the rest.
Target acquired. WB.
Obviously, the final system won't rely on you manually feeding it biometric data. This is still a prototype. This is a pivotal moment in modern conflict solution, Ted. Palace is entirely foolproof. All you need is to pick a photo from the table and scan it just like I showed you. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead. Make my day.
Target acquired. Robert Knox.
Aw, crap.
Yeah.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon.
Hello, HR? Yes, it's Finn Wheeler down at the Bayside Center. Listen, I realize this may sound trivial, but without
It's a beautiful vehicle, that's for sure. I understood from the briefing earlier that we're just supposed to grab him if something happens to him. Nope.
Octane booster, huh?
something about not wanting to use it because she wants to win on her own.
Imagine that.
Wait a minute. I understand you can't be here, but I'm thinking of you. Feeling kind of guilty.
Wanna go back down the underpass to the Kronstadt Bayside section?
Berlin. Shanghai. Montreal. We're bleeding operatives. Panic is spreading, and now we are axing our own?
Knox was a traitor. He would have caused incalculable damage.
And he won't be the last. This is exactly what the enemy wants. We need to fight the sickness, not the symptom.
And I have just the tool for the job.
Right. The Burnwood woman. Eric Soders warned you about her, didn't he? The Crusader.
I can handle Miss Burnwood. Everyone hates power until you offer them some.
You ought to know.
ICA speaks the enemy's language. We need them.
And once we don't?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Fact remains, we are shadowboxing. We need to know who we are up against.
I was getting to that. His name is Lucas Gray, the late Mr. Cobb's head of security. Cobb was ground zero, first of our operatives to die. It had to be one of his staff, someone with military training and access to the plane.
Grasping at straws.
Gray is a mercenary, a veteran of every backwater tragedy you've ever ignored on the 5 o'clock news. Chechnya, Sierra Leone, the list goes on, but before '89, nothing. No records of any kind.
Ah, come on. CIA, KGB, plenty of spies went dark.
After the curtain was lifted, I cast a very wide net. Lucas Gray simply does not exist.
If you're all quite done wetting yourselves with excitement, I couldn't give two shits where he came from. I only want to know one thing.
How does he know about us?
I swear to God, this hearts and flowers crap will get us both killed. Can't you see? Your so-called friend is working for them now. He's not the man you knew.
This is his fight too, Olivia. Even if he doesn't realize it. Like it or not, 47 is our last and only lead on the partners. He needs to remember.
He's coming for us. And unlike you, he won't hesitate.
Just get me inside. Rico, I need a favor.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado Cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the malicious strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, 3 of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colombia, 47. The remote village of Santa Fortuna awaits you deep inside the Colombian rainforest. An iron-fisted Delgado cartel rules over the village and its surroundings. Security around Santa Fortuna and the closed-off cartel compound is extremely tight. Armed sicarios patrol the streets of the village, ready to enforce harsh punishments to those who do not comply. Rumors persist of hidden transportation cave systems connecting the village, the cartel compound, and the hidden coca fields beyond. It is a rare occurrence to have all three cartel leaders present in the village at the same time. Expect that all targets are protected by scrupulous killers, armed with automatic weapons. Rico Delgado inhabits his fortified mansion on the outskirts of the village, while Andrea Martinez can be found in her village office or around Santa Fortuna itself. And Jorge Franco is engaged in development of a new drug in his field laboratory. Happy hunting, 47.
From here, I wonder if this is what Fortuna looks like. I'd love to watch the world happen on TV.
I still can't believe it. Oh, meeting P-Power in a local bar in a tiny village like this. I mean, he's only the biggest celebrity tattoo artist in the world.
Maybe he's here to see that Delgado guy we've been hearing about? Sounds like he's got money to spare.
So, P-Power, celebrity tattooist of Tattoo Torment fame, has come to Santa Fortuna, presumably to work his magic on Rico Delgado, a known ink enthusiast. Sounds like an invitation to the mansion, 47. Are you feeling expressive?
Ooh, could be. Lucky guy. I wish I could afford one of his pieces.
His work isn't that impressive. All he really seems to be doing is touch up and cover up the blotchy work out that way.
¿Cómo estás?
Did you see the poster? Rico Delgado coming down to us dirty villagers to unveil some ridiculous statues.
Sure. I went to the bar last night to see the sound of a really good.
That is P-Power, real name Paul Powers, celebrity tattoo artist and reality TV star.
No.
Hey,
No.
the money back. Those are my tips,
I'm
man.
trying to make a
What
phone
the
call
hell?
here. Buzz off, will ya?
Hey, ¿qué pasa?
Ay, ándate a la mierda.
Sí, lo pregunto porque, joder, eso lo tendré que decir. Mira, perdón que me ponga mal,
Oye, you okay? Look like you're running a fever or something.
Why? He can pull out.
All right. Let me know if you need anything closer.
What was that noise?
Ya, pero es que yo no estoy disponible para quedarme aquí todo.
This day keeps getting better and better.
Descargamos. ¿Sí? A ver si vamos a hacer. Sí, lo pregunto porque, joder, a mí no tendré que decir. Mira, perdón que me ponga mal, estoy en juego. Ya, pero es que yo no estoy disponible para quedarme aquí todo.
Well, I'm gonna stay out there and I'll be worth so much when you... It's you! P-Power!
Sí, lo pregunto porque, joder, eso lo tengo que decir. Mira, perdón que me ponga mal, estoy en juego.
Let's pray for no more rain. Just a brief spell.
that power guy? Hang on, man. I hope you don't mind, but we need to freeze him.
Man, if you wanna pass, I need to look through your pockets. There's no two ways about it.
You're entering the lion's den, 47. Tread carefully.
No se preocupe,
Practically
don't
everyone
sweat,
here
it's
is
just
dangerous. Not least Rico Delgado himself.
All right,
good.
Mr. Power.
Keep moving, keep
Follow me to the
moving.
house. Mrs. Delgado wanted to meet you. She's a big fan. She'll take you to Rico afterwards.
The celebrity tattoo guy is here.
So, famous tattoo artist, huh? I put some ink on skin as well in my time. Of course, most of that was in prison, and not always on people who appreciated the work. You know how hard it is to tattoo traitor on a guy's forehead while he's squirming around on the ground like a worm? Not easy, let me tell you.
That's quite a story.
I know.
That is Catalina Delgado, wife to Rico Delgado for the past 11 years.
Tattoo hipsters, man.
They're everywhere now. You, P-Power. It's such an honor to meet you. I just love your show. That episode where you tattoo the heart on the arm of the dead-dying policeman while they're administrating CPR. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
A great moment. I cherish the memory to this day.
See. So, Rico has this tattoo on his neck, and he insists it's supposed to be based on a photo of me. I'm not a fool, Mr. Powers. My nose never looked like that, not even before the operation. And sure, I've had a few ticks done here and there, but nothing as drastic as that. I want you to make it look like me, not some young skank.
I'll do my very best, Mrs. Delgado.
Ah, Chico, let me just grab a quick selfie with you, all right?
Sure, why not?
Yay! Just look this way. Oh, que sí! Wow, we look so good together. This is great.
Hey, babe.
So far, so good, 47. Now to leave your mark on Mr. Delgado.
So, this is the famous P. Power, tattoo artist to the stars. Huh. You don't exactly look like you do on TV, do you? There's something different about you.
Cariño, don't insult our guest. He's obviously not been sitting in a stylish chair for days, but this is P-Power. Who else would it be?
Well, what about those cheekbones? The guy on TV didn't have cheekbones like that.
Hey, Rico, enough. You know they fix all that in post-production. Just let the man work.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get this thing fixed. Cat, I swear to God.
What? Am I not allowed to update my social channels anymore? Is that it?
You can't focus here, all right?
I really can't see what the problem is.
Whoa, hey, Rico, don't worry. I've got this under control. Hey, tattoo guy, I'm watching you. One wrong move y la vas a estar pidiendo. You hear me?
Hey, listen, you're taking this new bodyguard job a little too seriously, Jose.
He's a stranger, Rico. I don't like his face.
You're taking it too far, Jose. No guns.
Afraid I can't do that, Patron.
You need to keep still, Mr. Delgado. I wouldn't want to stab you by accident.
You heard the man, Catalina. Leave us now.
Fine. Have it your way. But that tattoo better look exactly like me when you're done with your new BFF, Rico.
Hey, relax, Jose. We're fine.
Just doing what's necessary, Rico.
Put the gun away. I'm fine.
No. I'm not willing to take any risks here, Jefe.
Hey, Jose, I need you to leave us alone now. You're too wound up right now. You understand?
All right, boss, all right. But I'll be back in a little while if I don't hear from you, huevón.
Oh, finally. Some peace and quiet.
Can I finish my work now?
Do what you do best, man.
You got it.
Rico Delgado has been eliminated. Nicely done.
Hey, man, you done already? Feels like you just walked in a minute ago.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Boss?
Andrea Martinez had an affair with Rico? Does Catalina know about this?
No, not this one. They are. Well, from what I heard, one guy even asked me if I like Bravo or
Did you hear Javier stole the love letter Hector Delgado wrote for Martinez? Had to jump out of a window before Hector discovered him. I think he hurt his leg in the process.
Yeah, I heard. He even passed the letter around the basement bar at the party last night.
Weird to think Hector and Martinez used to be an item. I mean, he's batshit crazy. She's so hyper luxurious. She can't even stand to be in her village mansion for too long. Talk about an odd couple.
Yeah, I love to see her face.
Huh. Rico Delgado's brother Hector is trying to win back his old flame, Andrea Martinez. Apparently, Hector has authored a rather slushy love letter. For one of the Sicarios foolhardily stole it from Hector's room during last night's party. I suggest you acquire that letter, 47. From what we know about Martinez, a declaration of love from Hector is bound to provoke a reaction.
If she ever found the letter, though, rumor has it she hates him.
That's my impression as well. That's for Hector.
has already proposed moving the race to Shanghai.
You notice how Rico's been acting unusually brutal these past couple of days? Feels like he's upset with me.
I said, you camp with a nice thick pack.
That you need to be very gentle with. Sure, I understand. He's talking about Costello and some of the other things. I had no idea that the Dow family was able to apparently was killed alongside his camp, Rico's captain, who found 3 accidents. Rico's very sensitive about it. Sounds horrible.
Don't mind me.
Assassinations of several other corporate leaders, such as Dynasty Global CEO Rupert Pierce in London, but so far, no organization has taken responsibility, nor does the MO do that.
Stay sharp.
This awful event in Miami saw the end of the global innovation race. Only time will tell. But this year's winner, Moses Lee of Kowloon, has already proposed moving the race to Shanghai.
Marina can't get more evil. She pushes someone else down the stairs.
Didn't we see this episode already?
Hey, what's up with the limb? Are you going all gangsta or nas now, amigo?
Nah, man. Last night, during the party, oh man, it's so stupid. I ended up in Hector's room and found the letter he's been spending so much time on. The one from Martinez?
That really is stupid. He called John Beat, you know.
Nah, man, nobody catches me. But I did have to climb out the window. Jumped down before Hector saw me, busted my leg in the fall.
You are an idiot. You know that?
Some point to a connection between the Nazis and the assassinations of several other...
I understand
I think
you
I
have
heard
a
the
certain
servant
letter in your possession.
Yeah? Maybe. So what?
Nor does the MO do that. Whether the awful event in Miami saw the end of the global innovation race, only time will tell. But this year's winner, Moses Lee of Kowloon, has already proposed moving the race to Shanghai.
Oh. Más bueno.
alleged involvement in the brutal assassination of construction conglomerate CEO Lin Shi.
Hey, sunshine. What was that? Is that on purpose? Why me? Why me? One of those days. Oye, so how about Luica and that new jacket, huh?
I have a letter
Don't
from
mind
Miss
me.
Martinez.
All right, let me see that. Is that from Hector?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, let me enlighten you. Hector Delgado and Andrea Martinez were an item once. Explosive and deadly. Things did not end well between them. He wants them to get back together. She wants them to go to hell. She's not accepting letters or gifts or anything from him. And neither am I. You put it on her desk yourself if it's so important to you.
She's got high standards, that's for sure.
Jefe.
I don't want anyone disturbing us. Got it?
Sure thing.
Pablo, we need to talk about the possible PR implications of the village redevelopment plan.
Well done, 47. This should be good.
Oh, hell no. How did this end up here? Which one of you buffoons left a letter from Hector on my desk? I swear to God, when I find out, you're dead.
I can't believe this. Well, he's persistent, that's for sure. Oh, well, what's the harm? It's just a letter. Probably just some pitiful cry for help or some shit like that. Let's just read it and get it over with. Ah, to hell with it. Let's see what that fool has to tell me.
Let's see what he has to say. My, Hector. You romantic fool. I had...
Martinez is down. Good work.
Martinez still won't give him the time of day. He's a nice guy anyway. The boss...
Don't mind me!
You know I see right through you, don't? King F1.
Gosh darn it.
Hey, what's up, man? Sit down, relax. The universe will correct itself again, right?
I don't know, man. I've been like smuggling this cocaine souvenir around the world, right? I need to get it to this dude, Franco. Man, it broke. It's supposed to be in one piece when I deliver it over by some cave entrance behind the pharmacy, but it broke.
Bummer, man. Maybe...
So, a drug dealer from Sapienza has been testing a new method for smuggling Delgado brand cocaine into Europe, baking the substance into souvenirs, coated in a special anti-drug detection paint solution. The dealer has been traveling the globe, testing the method. However, he accidentally broke the souvenir on arrival and needs to mend it before going to see Franco.
Just glue it together?
I don't know. I think it's gonna ruin the taste test. This Franco guy is like a bloodhound, but, you know, with taste, not smell. You know?
Yeah, man, that's too bad. I'd still try the glue, you know.
Wow! Radical chrome dome, my man. Hey, listen. Do you have any glue?
No.
Yeah, it figures.
What was that sound?
Martinez wants to talk to Mr. Martinez. Why doesn't he just get him? Wasting moments, friends. Let the sounds that light.
Scary.
There's nothing to worry. They are communing with their guys. I look up to them. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's up. We got radar. And how may I help you today, senor?
I'd like to buy some glue, please.
No, I'm afraid we just ran out of that item, senor. I saw the last bottle to the mechanic next door.
I thought this one through. When the rickshaw is ready, I'm gonna take the tourists down the bumpy road and watch all their spur change fall out. I wouldn't consider that theft.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going to get run into the ground first. This gas station or you and your stupid schemes.
Do you sell glue?
A la puta.
Esta mierda keeps happening to me. And done.
Huh. What was that? Hello? Someone there? Oh. Ah, excellent.
Now that is what I like to see.
Super glue? No, senor. I've told you about 15 times already. There's no glue here. You can find it in a store.
Whoa.
I'm totally not ready to face the world at this time.
So, about the safari park. Do you think I'll be able to see baby pandas, or are they mostly kept out of sight? That's a silly question. I'm sure there's a schedule I can look at somewhere.
That's my personal favorite, but it might be under maintenance.
Just keep my bank together. Transfer 5 million Libyan dinars in
Respect that. You scrape some out of the place for a bit less.
Oh no! Weed's almost gone now. That was some good pot, man. I don't think I've seen colors like that ever before.
Pretty sure you turned into like a mantis shrimp at one point, my man. You started like speaking in tongues or something, man.
Yeah, right on. It felt like I was repairing the very fabric of the universe itself with my voice alone. Pretty rad. Oh, darn it. That reminds me. I need to find some glue for that souvenir. I should talk to the hotel manager.
Maybe just find a shop in town.
Oh, make way, people. Gotta find a bathroom right now.
Nice day. Nothing personal, but I'm gonna pat you down if you want through. Security shit, you know.
When was the last time anyone trespassing anyone? What if this is just a job where they put the fuck?
It's just as awkward for me as it is for you. You're good. Thanks for putting up with that.
All right. Mr. Franco is expecting you in the caves below. I'll just radio the others. Hang on.
Groovy.
It's Carlos. Tell Franco his guest is here.
Bring it home.
All right, come with me. Try not to get lost, okay? Place is kinda dangerous.
I'll do my best.
Isn't this kind of work sort of breaking the hippie code?
I do what it takes to get what I need.
thought you hippie types were only for the something guys. I'm surprised to see you working with Franco.
Hey, vagabundo! Ah, you're expected. Have a seat. Franco's on his way.
Ah, so, despite an annoying delay, it's finally here. Let's have a look. It got through customs without a problem, we hope?
I had no issues.
Excellent. We're not sure whether this will pass the taste test, but that remains to be seen. Follow us, please.
Nice one, 47. And now for Franco to sample his handiwork.
Yeah, digging it.
All targets neutralized. This should paralyze the cartel. Excellent work, 47. Now head for an exit.
Interesante.
Mission status. Columbia assignment successful. Tactical targets neutralized. Militia transport network disabled. Location of primary target unknown. Team chasing several leads. End message, encrypt and send.
I'm not as strong as you. They have to pay for what they did.
It needs to stop. You need to stop.
If my source checks out, we can prove the board knew about the chemical leaks. We'll have grounds for a retrial.
It won't make a difference. They're too powerful.
They're not the devil, Nancy. Just a company. They're not above the law, don't you see? This is bigger than James. Those bastards killed 80 people.
And they got away with it. Think about what that means.
No one's untouchable.
No one's untouchable.
Diana!
Coming! Mom? Dad?
We got what we came for. Move out.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Hello. And give you a rifle tracking.
Taxi, let's go.
Hey there, big guy. I'm sure it's him. My cousin lives in New York, and he went to a show on Broadway. Got a picture of himself and the guy afterward. That is absolutely him.
The American over by the food stand is the famous Broadway actor Gregory Arthur. What would he be doing in Mumbai? Maybe he's a traveling salesman or something. Those suitcases could just contain the products he's
47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
Remember him? The state of his room after they kicked him out was just terrible.
I don't know what, but I'm sure he's up to no good. You know, at one point, I'm pretty sure I saw him. I told the landlord, but he doesn't care as long as the bills are paid.
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering what he's up to.
The dogs are or something. The light is quite
Never get that scope adjusted with this horrible viewfinder. What I wouldn't give for a world-class sniper rifle right now.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian. A local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local chawl. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Dawood Rangan, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist him.
Damn broken viewfinder.
Good thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow. Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
I got 40 minutes.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rangan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If I don't finish it, Rangan will kill me. If I do, the artistic community will be dead to me. What
Abey, what the bloody hell are you all doing down there? This is the final day of shooting, and you look like you're all on coffee breaks. Kaam karo, chalo. Get moving. Arey, I cannot believe I have to tell you this.
Mr. Hussain, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rangan. I'm sure he'll be there shortly. It's me. Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting.
Ah, Mr. Hussain, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh, well, never mind. Come with me to the lounge.
After you, Mr. Rangan.
Hey, you okay?
What's up?
Beautiful. Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai? If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
I guarantee a perfect execution, Mr. Rangan.
And how are you today, sir?
All right. Chalo, let's get this done with. I expect these to be the final brushstrokes, Mr. Hussain. I'm a busy man, yeah.
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
Dekho, once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rangan.
That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all. But if I'm already paying you in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Dekho, in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is. The Kashmirian is moving to an apartment in the chawl. It's facing the laundry area. I suggest we find out what he's up to, 47.
I even sang for you at our wedding.
Where is she?
47. It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here. So, the Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
The new foreman looks to be a dedicated worker. He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no, that's not it. I was up there in the office when he came in. One of the guards told him that the family
I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Pata nahi yaar. He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him on the bridge and talk about how to make you lazy workers do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling lazy? I work 15
Vanya Shah is eager to meet the new foreman of the Mumbai laundry business. However, the foreman has taken refuge in his office, unwilling to meet with her at this time. You might be able to use this to your advantage, 47.
hours every day.
Aha, pata hai. Just relaying the words of Miss Shah. I think she's hoping this new guy will be liberal with his price.
You need clearance to pass. You don't have it, buddy, so go away.
Alright, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
Alright, how about the workload? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
Hates it.
I see. Thank you. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I... What was that? Oh, chuck de!
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge.
It's better not to gossip about it. You could get in trouble.
Chal, get a move on. You're not on a break.
My arms are so tired.
Oi, kapade gande hai abhi bhi. You need to put in more effort. That's not even close to good enough.
How can you judge a book from a single paragraph? That's ridiculous.
Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to.
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
The new foreman finally graces us with his
Kya haal hai?
presence. What do you have to report?
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure Vanya
I
Shaw
see a
out
lot
into
of
the
dead
open.
weight.
Anything could happen here.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the task you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process?
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, Foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
Oh my god!
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47.
Hello? Are you there?
Are you
Yeah,
planning
it
on
looks like there's been an
outsourcing
accident.
all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? The Kashmirian is on the move again. It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the maelstrom. 47, the Kashmirian is on the move again. He looks to be leaving his apartment, possibly the trawl itself. I suggest following him to see where this will end.
Dekho, look, you just have to be tough with him. If he's making weird noises at night, go up there and let him know.
You be tough with him. The man throws knives at a dartboard outside his apartment. Who knows what kind of maniac he is? I'd rather just sleep in my living room until he moves out.
Look at the way he's dressed. Striped purple suit and a flat cap? Abey bhai, he's just trying to intimidate you. Be a man.
I'll be a man later, when he's moved out again.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan and Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me where to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Has anyone seen Bhavin Sagar? I have a job interview today and I desperately need him to shave me.
I cannot believe Dawood Rangan donated that TV to the people of the slums. And to hear that serpent Fania Shah talking about how he does nothing for us.
It's the game of the season, but for many fans, the ongoing cricket match between Mongoose and Nicholas will be remembered for all the wrong reasons. The home team has been hit by the Mongooses are taking one heck of a beating at the hands of their arch rivals. Obviously, this comes as terrible news for Coach Singh, who is already under tremendous pressure following a string of
Looks like no problem. There we are.
following the development closely in the coming hours.
Hey, how are you? Come on, let's see what you have in your pockets today. I'm not exactly enjoying this either, so just stay still and we'll be done soon. Okay, go on then.
So, you're the one who called. The boss was intrigued. He'll see you. Better make it good.
I'll do my very best.
Come with me.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
You've got some balls, man. Killing two of the city's most ruthless people as a job interview. That's something else.
The powder's in his room, and all we do is grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces in the metal workshop.
All right, it's just in here. Good luck.
Hey, what's up? I'm not being touchy, but I need to pat you down if you want to proceed.
Relax. Yes, you grab the powder into the furnace, lots of smoke goes up.
Okay, let me just pat you down here.
Okay, good. I wonder what does happen after the smoke goes up. Not your...
Ah, well done for cooperating. You can move now.
Time to face the dragon, 47.
The mysterious stranger enters the lion's den.
I guess you know who I am by now.
The Maelstrom.
Indeed. 2 of my most trusted allies are dead. Childhood friends, lifelong companions. And now you're here.
I always see my contracts through to the end.
Admirable. Really, it is. I'm assuming Vanya put out the initial contract that drew you here. She never did like Dawood. Perhaps power play while our plans are in hiatus? But why kill her then? Unless Dawood made a counteroffer.
That would be the smart move.
But then you heard the rumors about the return of the Maelstrom.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
What?
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. You don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shadow client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can say that.
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, incident.
I'm not really from around here, senor. I don't know anything about that.
I see. Well, never mind. He can wait a little longer. I need to squeeze a couple more of these beauties down.
Esta mierda keeps happening to me. Off. Finally.
Hello there, sir.
Strange.
Here. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is bad. God, I feel sick.
be living in a police state.
No flyer then?
Kinda just the usual stuff. Giving out a lot of warning signals, let me tell you.
Charles Blake III appreciates your support. If the realtor doesn't show up, I want you to penetrate the house for sale.
There's still a substantial police presence in the town because of that politician visiting, sir. Could be a problem.
Damn it. I need to get into that basement somehow. Did you try calling the realtor?
No answer, Mr. Cassidy. I'm sure he's here somewhere, though.
I'm sick of this. What, aren't you the realtor? I've been waiting hours for you.
A, B,
Mr.
C.
Cassidy,
Always
I'm
be
sorry for the
closing.
delay.
It takes brass
I'm ready
balls
to take
sell
you to the
real estate,
house.
am I right?
About time.
Sir, I will
Let's
have
go.
to pat you down if you want to come
You
through.
know which one it is.
Security
right?
measures.
Last one on the right, far end of the row. I hope you've got your presentation in order. I don't want this to be a waste of time, you understand me?
Of course, Mr. Cassidy.
Fine. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly used for watching television and other recreational purposes. Large room with 2 easy-to-get-to exits. Dark floors hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
What about storage possibilities? Anything of that nature you could show me?
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe of some sort.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting.
Nice work, Fortuna.
Now this is
Let's
more
hope he
like
doesn't set off the
this I
alarm
can
somehow.
use. Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code, just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined. Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, How much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
I suppose that's not unreasonable. And his vault unit looks quite versatile. Internal climate control and explosive laser security.
All the comforts of home.
Yes. Quite interesting. And a nice-looking safe in here, too. Any idea what the previous owner was using this for?
No idea. Maybe a mausoleum.
Huh. That's weird. But I think I can come up with some good uses for it. All right, I think I've seen enough. No! No!
He's down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Honey, it's me. You called? Yes, I know they're coming for dinner. I have...
A lawsuit between Janus and another resident. Might be a good place to start your investigation into Janus's life, 47. I suggest you look closer at this James Batty fellow.
To finish my rounds first. I thought this was supposed to be a quiet Saturday, but there are just so many letters. I got a package for Batty as well. Did you know he was engaged in a lawsuit against Janus? That old Russian guy I talked about? No, there's only me here to cover it. I would love it if someone else could help. Even if it was only with that package to Batty. He talks and talks, and I just don't have time for that today. All right, I'll call you when I'm over by the bus. Bye, honey.
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty in number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing.
I hope they
Helen
added more
gives
body
away...
bags in the inventory.
Huh? Where?
Hola, compadre, it's me. Yes, I still have a fumigation unit of the Mr. Casa in this house. But I'll remove both units when I'm done with Mr. Patsy's house. He's more cost-efficient like that. You know, our expensive chemicals are deadly. You know I won't use chemical weapons on innocent defenseless animals. Well, you do things your way, I do things my way. Good. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, honey, it's me. You're going okay.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
Flipping the switch. Off.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
Yes, I understand you tried to reach me earlier. You are my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues.
Richard, you are such a fool! How could you forget the class? All you have to do is remember the dash, lift your photo.
Oh, yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that urn in the basement. Big mistake.
Haven't you learned anything yet? How long did he talk for?
Can't really be sure. Zoned out a bit. It's not as bad as that time I used the gramophone at the house, though. Man, that tune kicked off some old memories and some long-ass stories. He dragged me down to the basement and showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works.
Interesting.
The old man
Maybe
can't
you should
remember
try to
anyone's
spark
names,
some of
but
those old
trigger an
stories,
memory, he's
47.
got perfect
Who knows what
recollection.
secrets
He's
Janus
practically
might
Rain
reveal.
Man when it comes to his old adventures.
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough. The Ark Society annual gathering. 47, that's it. That has to be the event where Janus and the Constant are meeting. That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough.
When you retire, you get an astonishing amount of things done. Ah, James. How's it going out there at the muffin stand?
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast. One guy out there in particular seems to really like them. He's not a local fellow.
Oh, that's nice. Are there enough cakes, or do I need to make more? I can always make more.
Well, honestly, he's wolfing them down at an impressive pace. But he's got to take a break at some point. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to make some more.
All right, my darling. Thank you. Changes the recipe seem to make a difference. It's more or less advanced chemistry at this point. So many things that can interact. But I have to choose one. The recipe must be perfect. This additive is supposedly tasteless, but it does something to the consistency of the cake. Maybe if I reduce the amount of milk
basement.
powder to offset
What
the
could she be doing
dry-
down here?
Larger overall than those of the additive. It would slightly increase the absorption time, but probably not to the point when the additive would be rendered less potent. If only I had access to Schmidt's blood work. Well, that's all destroyed now, so it won't do thinking about it. Still, it was an interesting reaction, albeit entirely unexpected. I wonder if that plumber has similar allergies.
Station 4. Everything looks good.
Where is that therapist? He should be here already. I swear if he's down by the creek.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
shit!
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
I think I'd lose my mind living out in the burbs like this.
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressive control in poor old man's backyard. Calm down, demolition man. Still nothing.
the Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
Morning 47. The Ark Society's annual gathering is several weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists with zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island. an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47, you'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head. Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east. Welcome to the Andaman Sea, 47. We've arrived just in time. It seems Crest didn't disclose the true object of the heist to his partners, so Akka has seized one of the satellite control unit's keycards as collateral until they can renegotiate. The militia have set up camp near the remains of a colonial outpost. Both Crest and the control unit should be nearby. You'll need to destroy the unit itself or render it inoperable by retrieving both keycards. Knowing Crest, he'll have given his to someone he trusts, but Akka is less inclined to delegate. She should be in the pirate base when she's not out among the locals. I provided you with a GPS tracker. Activate it when you're done and I'll initiate extraction. The sooner we finish up here, the better.
I saw Akka pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Ever since they got back from the raid, the mood's been different. They're not being as chummy with the two soldiers anymore.
The second you see that tower light up, you radio me. Got it? Akka's not gonna get any friendlier if she calls a meeting and I keep her waiting. Yes, sir. Understood. Good.
It seems that Crest is waiting for Akka to call a meeting. Getting them both in one place would certainly save some time. Akka must be using the light to signal for Crest when she wants a meeting. It shouldn't be too difficult to exploit that.
Sounds like GL Jerk is getting very anxious about how repairs are progressing on his boat. I'm sure he is, but he's gonna have to wait. Is it that bad? It looked like mostly surface damage to me. Maybe some loose connectors. Everything that could go wrong today already has. We are so backed up. It could be nothing worse than scratch paint, and it would still be at the bottom of my list. We probably shouldn't tell him. I just can't find my phone. The weight won't give him a signal. No way. You never painted that. That shit ain't free.
We have someone working on it.
Great. Thanks.
Apparently Crest is waiting for that boat to be repaired. You're handy with a wrench, aren't you, 47?
I just had them a second ago, didn't I? How am I supposed to fix this without them? Get some rest while you can. Any pocket of this boat, I can't find my tools.
What's the status on the repairs?
Taken care of.
Oh, great. Do you mind if we go over and look?
After you.
Okay, let's give her a once-over. Where the hell are you going? I'm sick of you and your guys jerking me around.
Up enough to move back inland, we can reconsider. Is this Miss Wong? I got this number from a mutual friend of ours. He said you might be interested in some of the opportunities my organization could provide. We do a lot of things. We move freight around, we do some business as petrochemical middlemen. We broker the occasional ship. We've been expanding into the east.
All idiots.
Yeah, they have no respect.
Hey, take that out, will you? I hear you.
Watch your mouth around those foreigners. They can't take a damn joke.
Makes me nervous when Aka's this one.
Friend of yours, 47?
One of the fishermen told me he saw his boat when he was out earlier.
Drew knows better than to use the same.
Not sure. You know what they're like? Said he was too far away. Don't skip dinner. Farrell know. He always knows.
Water still secure? Any unexpected ships on the radar?
There were a few weird signals earlier, but they were probably fishermen or debris. They're gone now.
Good. I don't want any Coast Guard attack dogs taking us by surprise. We're better defended, but not more conspicuous with the militia here. How about Shu? Any trace?
No, Aka.
What the hell is taking him so long? If he doesn't get here soon, I'm going to have to kill one of those messages. Keep an eye out for him.
I will.
You know, if he had the chance, he'd be trying to steer a 50,000-ton ship like a little tug. I can't even laugh about it. He is disaster. That rudder would be hard over the whole time. And he'd be up there fighting bullets. Shitting himself. They have no idea how much...
Do I feel special?
Who do you think it is?
Keep your
That
eyes
price
on the
you
toy
sent me
soldiers.
is absurd.
They're up to something.
I'd spit on it if I could. Despite what you seem to think, this is far from my first deal, and I'm not going to settle for pennies when I know I'm sitting on millions. No, no, no. That's still... That's nothing. You understand? If you're not going to
Great. Maybe you can scratch my balls while you're down there.
Holy shit!
Hello? You there? Some jerk-off is causing a commotion. What's up, man?
Nothing in my position, sir.
Come on! Boys, find that scumbag. I'm on it. We're good. Nothing to worry about. Damn. My life. I could have been a teacher. But no. Oh, piss.
Any threats nearby?
Nothing unusual on the radar.
Hey, 47!
Mr. Smith.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. 47. I'm on real thin ice with Interpol. This assignment was supposed to be a gimme. Tag along undercover on some tankers, monitor the crews for any suspicious contact with pirates, support local law enforcement investigations with whatever info I found. Should have been a piece of cake.
Do you need some help?
Yeah. I haven't heard any keys on their leader when she comes by. If I had to guess, I'd say she's keeping them somewhere private, like an off.
You should get out of here.
I'm gonna have to add you to my Christmas card list at this rate. Listen, you see that car battery?
He knows he undersold the value of that control unit. He knows we got him, and he needs us. If he gets mad about a little delay, it'll show me just how desperate he is. That's good enough. Have we heard from Solano yet?
The Ecuadorian crew's gone dark.
He might have switched phones again if he thinks internal affairs is sticking around. Let's give him a couple of days. We have enough on our plate here at home anyway.
There's still no sign of Shu by the way.
And no one from Cairo has tried to make other arrangements. If you flipped, they could be working with the MMEA.
He didn't flip. Yes, what?
One of the hostages. He got loose.
For God's sake. Which one is it? Don't let him out of your sight. We need him for the payout.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's me. I got some sort of accident here.
Aka's out of the way. Good work. Now you just have to deal with the satellite control unit.
One of those days,
That's one of the keycards for the satellite control unit. We'll need to find the second if we want to fully lock them out.
Motherfucker.
Hey, are you into biochemistry at all?
Oh, I love walking on wood that can barely support my weight. Evening.
This humidity's gonna kill me, I swear to God.
Trying to get a fever from like fennec.
That's hard. I totally forgot how hard they should hit you the first time. Glad it cleared up.
More or less. I keep dreaming of a huge brick crushing my neck. It only lets me breathe out.
Jesus, dude. It's rough.
Yeah. I wish the boss had sprung for the atoll little one instead. Never had any problem.
Humidity's murder tonight.
That's Orson Mills. Dependable muscle, responds well to authority. Probably why Crest keeps him close. I'll bet anything he gave Mills the malicious keycard for safekeeping.
You gotta wonder if that portable antenna would hold up to any extreme weather.
Ah, I don't wonder at all. About ready.
Huh?
Oh, I hope we move.
Food's good tonight.
Well done. With the control unit in pieces, the satellite's no longer our problem. And that's that. The rest will pick up the pieces. It's time to go, 47. I'll see you soon.
Affirmative.
Command area is all clear. Please advise, over. The perpetrator's nearby. Find him, you hear? Understood. Copy, Command. Still looking.
I'll let Diana and Olivia know we're still on schedule.
How did you not see this coming? My God, we came this close. The old man could have buried us all. Our families.
Do you think you feel more betrayed than I do? Get some perspective, please. Janus is dead. Lucas Gray is about to join him.
And a cornered animal is twice as dangerous.
Let's be perfectly clear. We were not exposed. The threat is neutralized. We are back on track.
Even so, from this point on, we expect you to take...
No. There is no way I'm doing that. How can you question my loyalty?
In case treachery is contagious.
Do you really want to do this to me?
Is there a problem, Secretary?
No problem whatsoever, Madam. Here's to loyalty.
My man on the island confirms that the Constant has arrived. We head out at sundown. Here, in case the crew get ideas.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Gray? You had a chance to walk away. Why didn't you?
A year ago, I'm working security for this banker, Cobb, only to find out he's a Providence operative. I'd been running for decades, only to wind up where I started. We've all got barcodes on the back of our heads. Most people just never notice. 47 told me about your parents. How did they die?
Car bomb. Surrey, 1989. Company named Blue Seed didn't care to pay for their mistakes. But I like to think no one's untouchable.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You feel it, don't you? Unlike him, you feel it all. Everything you've done.
It's a dangerous thing. Having a conscience.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote-triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Scale, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
Ah, one more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual gathering of the Ark Society. As Ark patrons, you are welcome to explore the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership, please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
So, what do you think?
You weren't kidding. This place is pretty.
Where are we? Sure. Some form of family stronghold. The architect seems to think all around for ideation purposes, but tonight's the only time the rest of us get together. So, decide on what to buy from the catalogue.
One of the bunkers.
You're gonna like it, yeah, Logan.
7-digit tuition.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony
Let's
scheduled
imagine
to take
an
place
invisible
in the
barrier
upper
between
courtyard.
me and you that
a
extends out to
stirring
about
ode to
an arm's
rebirth
length
and
from
the
me.
enduring spirit.
Let's try and
of
keep out of that
mankind.
zone. It's my
I
personal
believe
space.
that is it, ladies and
Understand?
gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
Right. Evening. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow. I'd say we're off to a good start.
Well, one thing I like about the Ark Society is I don't know how actually.
Say, is that the, what's the term? Master of Ceremonies in the chapel?
What's with that weird bird effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony.
It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the Master of Ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony, symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this Master of Ceremonies who lights the Fire 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
Huh. A bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever sells.
Kind of repels the things, death traps, poisonous snakes.
Granted, but still.
Seriously, what do you care? If some filthy rich broad wants to flirt with danger to feel alive, I say let her. The paper of silence, not our concern.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, yes, hello? Yes, hello? You are my witness contacts as a safety advisor. I would like to file a complaint about the locking mechanism for the trapdoor on the Phoenix effigy. Yeah, this thing is basically a dead...
Huh, strange. Alright, so where was I?
Tokens, they can't all be gone.
Yeah, what about that Mayan stone we recovered? Huh? I think we did the world a favor by keeping that to ourselves. No need for another, the world is gonna end wrong, right? Well, it probably will. Well, at least we spared the tribe tonight.
You do it. Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the Master of Ceremonies.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. I never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Not spectacle. But people hate it. Shit, I hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Oh, good Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control her nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger. Break a leg.
Crap, where'd I put the schedule? I'm so wired I don't even remember what happens when. God damn it! It's just one thing after another, isn't it? This is where I had the jitters. Did I put it down somewhere? Nope.
here.
Mr. Fennick, excellent. The crowd was starting to get restless. Your peers are waiting by the stage. And the torch is ready by the money pit. It's Washington.
Fennick, thank Christ. Ready when you are.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
How are you today, sir?
Look at you, Fenniger. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
Evening, sir.
Master.
Hello, Axel. Keeping warm in there?
Just humor me for a second. The Cloud Serpent. They say it belonged to Montezuma himself. It was lost for over 500 years, until Blake Nathaniel unsealed the Serpent's tomb. Extraordinary.
It's a flipping necklace.
Anyway, the Washington twins found it first. Way I hear it, Sophia literally has the necklace in her hand when Nathaniel repels from the ceiling, triggers this ancient death trap, and, you know, murder and mayhem ensues.
But I thought those two were lovers.
On and off. Currently way off, which explains the added security.
I don't follow.
Think about it. Why?
So, according to its charter, the Ark Society collects priceless art and historical artifacts in case of a global disaster. And this year, world-famous treasure hunter Blake Nathaniel has donated an Aztec necklace called the Cloud Serpent to the Ark Society's growing collection. However, Blake fears that Sophia Washington, his former lover and rival, who has hunted the Cloud Serpent for years, will attempt to steal it for herself before it goes into storage. Could be just the bait we need.
The need for an alarm system. We're all filthy rich. Except...
Ah, I see. Blake thinks Sophia might try and steal back the necklace before it's sealed in the Ark of the Legacy. Good grief. Water among thieves, huh?
He saw us cut down a dozen unarmed tribesmen. I don't care if he spends the rest of his days as a washed-up beach bum playing in an Eagles cover band.
It's not like
Amnesty is searching for him,
cost me
and so is Interpol.
Architects own
Will go down for mass murder. Of course he needs to go.
Sir, just take my word on this.
Sure, Mr. Nathaniel. Yeah? Huh? I have no idea what I'm doing. I just hope it'll work. Flip it. You're on, baby. Alright. This is doable. Back on. You gotta be kidding me. Say what?
Don't even have words.
Must turn on. Okay.
Smooth, 47. The Sparrow's got nothing on you.
You're Blake Nathaniel, right? If you don't mind me asking, people have been searching for the Cloud Serpent for centuries. Wherever did you find it?
Well, to cut a long story short, it began with a Portuguese galleon salvaged off the coast of Costa Rica. One of the long-dead sailors had a tattoo etched into the back of his neck, and it spoke of a map to the mythical Serpent's Tomb, hidden inside the royal scepter of Montezuma. The only problem was, the scepter, which was stolen by Cortez's troops after the fall of Tenochtitlan, now belonged to Esteban Montoya, head of the Moreno drug cartel. Safe to say that was an interesting afternoon. See this scar? Anyway, that was only the beginning. Spiders, death traps, ancient puzzles, and of course, the Washington twins and their trigger-happy raiders.
Wow. Is it true you stole the necklace right from under their noses?
You're damn right I did. You need to understand, I work alone. I was at a huge strategic disadvantage. Not to mention, I earn it. I actually solved those damn puzzles rather than just C4 my way through them. Zoe and Sophia have no respect for the craft, or for ancient architecture. Still, Sophia's one hell of a woman.
Ah, yes. That must be hard. The rivalry.
Yeah, well, love and war, miss. Love and war.
Sure, but without Janus, we would still be buying politicians in the vein somehow.
Kind of mysterious what happened. But not surprising.
Wait a minute. Oh, that is just... Oh, the audacity of that woman. You!
Mr. Nathaniel?
What am I looking at?
Why, that's the... Oh my... But... it's gone. It can't be. The alarm...
Expertly disabled, I assume.
But... there was someone here the whole time. And besides, stealing from the Order? No Ark member would be so foolish or disrespectful. The patrons neither. Maybe one of the custodians took it to be polished, or...
Oh, no. I know exactly what happened. Or who happened. You?
Who's the culprit?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. All right, I'll take care of this. Back to work. Or whatever the hell it is you do around here.
Command? Yeah. I'm gonna need you back.
Trusted you for sportsmanship, yada yada yada. Really, Sophia, what a sore loser you are.
I do love scrolls, though. You never know what...
Mister?
Up yours, Blake.
Sophia,
Blake? I almost didn't recognize you without a knife in my back.
I messed up. I see that now. Can we talk?
This should be good. Follow me.
Hey there. How you doing?
The original architects were vanished in Colombia. Nevertheless,
Good evening.
certainly a bold design. What's the power source gonna be?
Excellent, 47. Let's give Sophia her heart's desire, shall we?
You've got 1 minute.
I did wrong by you, Sophia. I see that now, and I want to make amends. Here, this is rightfully yours.
Well, well. Look who comes crawling back. Leave us. You know, we lost 3 men because of you. Wickus was crushed by a rolling boulder. Jaco fell into a pit trap, and Zoe and me, we only escaped the arrows by using one of the local guides as a human shield. Now, this is a nice gesture, but it doesn't even begin to make amends.
I know. May I?
Fine, but not too tight. You know, I thought about sending the boys after you. Grab the necklace and cut your throat ear to ear. You probably wonder why I didn't. The truth is, you beat us, Blake. I don't deny it. And I can't very well get even if you're dead. So, consider yourself warned.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
Echo Foxtrot to November Zulu, over. There's some loose cannon disturbing public order.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder.
Just keep walking.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
I'm really sorry, man. My don't do it. You sure they can give you a ring number?
God, sense of entitlement. What do you need to say, please? I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us? Oh, I see.
So this damn yoga bitch
The penny
got
drops.
running and cycling and
I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners,
Hello, sir.
the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
I'm told the Washingtons.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain, so sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.